Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
As they say in PIHL hockey, let's do that PIHL hockey. Hello, good evening, and welcome. I'm Matt Popchock, soon to be joined by Aaron Norkovicus of UPJ Hockey. It's PIHL Hockey Night Live, girls division coverage on TenbandTV, presented by Play It Again Sports in Greensburg. On Friday night, Upper St. Clair's Natalia DeZora made history on the pitch when she was part of the first starting 11 in Pittsburgh Riveters history. Her hockey team, Team Southwest, is on the ice tonight. DeZora not present for warm-ups. However, Team Southwest nonetheless in action against Team North in the first of two at the RMU Island Sports Center inside the Clearview Arena here in Neville Township tonight. And Aaron, we saw Southwest win that wild shootout against Southeast last week. They're going up against a Northern team that has not been able to produce goals to the level that Southwest has. But they've defended very well, and they've got great goaltending.
Yeah, we got to see Southwest play last weekend. That was a very good game, obviously, and we know that they can score, but we also saw them give up just as many. So Team North is struggling to put the puck in the net. Southwest didn't seem to defend their net as well as they maybe wanted to last week. So hopefully Team North can take advantage of that and find the back of the net here.
They've been playing .500 hockey to this point, despite scoring just 7 goals in their first 6 games. That's the fewest in the league, and the big part of that has been the play of their Iron Man, or Iron Woman, as it were, in goal. North Allegheny's Sarah Burgunier. Team North wearing black and gold to wit. A team coached by Tom Diamond, made up mostly of North Allegheny students, Burgunier being one of them. And she's among the top 3 or 4 netminders in the league.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we talked about last week. A good goalie making or breaking a team. I mean, when you have a good goalie back there, your confidence is through the roof, and a good goalie can make or break a team. So hopefully she can make them tonight.
Burgunier, a season-high 35 saves against Southeast on May the 6th. Even though she didn't get the win, she tied her career high and set a season high for 2025. Southwest, coached by Tony Mucci, the defending league champs at 6-2 overall. Team North at 3-3 overall. Even without DeZora, Team Southwest, as I said, can put the puck on the net. 88, Sierra Mazie, the Morgantown junior and first-year PIHL girls player. 11 goals and 15 points to start her season.
We saw Maisie last weekend. She scored 2 or 3 last weekend, I believe, and she's a very good player. She's all over the ice, seems to have the puck on her stick a lot, and when she does have the puck, she seems very confident in her abilities to go down there and put the puck in the net. So excited to see what she can do, excited to see what her team can do, and excited to see what Team North brings to the table tonight.
And the lone senior on Team Southwest, goaltender Kristen Albertini, the Upper St. Clair senior, was honored briefly prior to the pregame skate. We saw her play last week. We talked a little bit about her last week, Aaron. She was one of the key players of that 2024 championship run for Southwest. Not putting up the astronomical numbers that she was last year, though. Last week got nicked for 6 goals, but came up big in the shootout, made the saves that counted at least to get the win.
Sometimes it's just not your night. We see that every once in a while. Even the professionals have a bad night, but she is able to come in big when her team needed her the most, and that's in that shootout. The shootouts are very nerve-wracking situations for players and goalies, and it's one-on-one. There's nothing there to bail you out. So if you can come up big in that situation, then that gives your team some confidence, and I'm sure they're just as confident this week as they were going into last week.
And for Southwest, it was Natalia Dezora scoring the only goal of said shootout in the bottom of round 2 to get that 7-6 victory. Southwest just a couple points behind, still unbeaten Team West, trying to hang on to one of those top 4 spots as the final week of regular season play gets underway here on the island tonight. West State, no. Go ahead, Aaron.
I was just going to say, I think it's important for them to just worry about getting the win here today and not focusing too far into the future and too far into playoffs, and just worrying about the task at hand today and taking it one game at a time.
West State, no. Southwest 6-2, Northwest 5-3, Southeast also 5-3. And we should note that Northwest beat Southeast in their lone meeting earlier this season, so that's what the top 4 looks like entering Monday. And predictably, it will be Albertini in the cage for Southwest, and the lone rostered goaltender for Team North, the aforementioned Sarah Burgunier, in there for Team North. Camilla Mucci, the South Pittsburgh Rebellion product, getting set to take the opening faceoff for Southwest.
Got a little bit of delay as the referees were working on the ice down here at the in the right corner here. Patching a hole maybe, or maybe 2.
Interestingly enough, we saw a similar issue at the opposite end, right along the opposite goal line, in fact, prior to one of last week's games.
Yeah, when the weather starts changing, stuff starts to leak and the ice starts to go a little bit bad. This time of year is always rough for the ice. Looks like they're ready to go here, though.
They are, and it'll be a couple of South Pittsburgh Rebellion products going at it for the opening faceoff, which is controlled by Southwest. Centering the top line for Team North, Adeline Henry, the Harbor Creek sophomore, as we are underway here in Neville Township. Dahlia Cooper, deep into Southwest territory. Albertini watches it go by, played defensively by Riley Finneran, wearing those Bishop Canavan uniform pants. Finneran, a Keystone Oak student, played co-op for Bishop Canavan during boys season the last couple of years. Out in front it comes to Southwest. Possible opportunity, but unable to pull it to her forehand was McKenna Watton. Eve Cooper unable to clear the zone. She'll have some help, however, as Finneran and company reorganize at center. Partial line change for Team North as Maisie tries to locate this puck on the other side of the attacking line. Sophia Scatina, the Pine Richland Ram, to Eve Cooper. And now a full-scale line change on the go for Team North. Finneran starts out from her own corner, draws a double team. It's worked up right wing side to Olivia Dobson. Centering pass right to the goal. Score! Crisscross applesauce to Claire O'Connor. And the USC rookie gets Southwest on the board a minute 14 in.
Yeah, it's the ideal start there for Southeast. The 2-on-1 coming to the zone. The defenseman overplayed it a little bit too much, playing the shot and not taking the pass, and that just gives a wide open lane for the passer there, and no mistake on the finish.
O'Connor's first as a PIHL girls player. She had 3 assists coming into Monday. Well, welcome to the show, Claire.
We got to see a lot of those first last week. Hopefully we get to see a few more this week.
Team Southwest, a very balanced attack. And a team that, unlike Team North, has been scoring in buckets. Lydia Seuss from distance on goal, calmed down by Albertini. Isabella Bova, the Thomas Jefferson Jaguar, played it from behind her own cage. Jaden Cowell unable to control that puck in the corner. North gets it up to center. Catherine Patterson, the Pine Richland rookie, lost that one. And meanwhile, the save made by Burgunier, her first stop of the game. Eve Cooper losing an edge at the blue line. Dylan Reve trying to back up the play, but the North Pittsburgh Wildcat is offside.
Yeah, there's a good chance there on that rebound out there for Northwest. Just whiffed on the rebound. I don't know if it bounced over a stick or went underneath or what happened there, but that was a great opportunity to make this game 2-0.
Cooper with the dump in. Finneran, the first player to the puck. Trying to use the boards to her advantage. Kept in by Ella Bumbeko. Maggie Turner trying to exit the area herself, and she will, playing this puck on her backhand beyond her own bench. That pass too heavy for Maeve McVeigh. Bumbeko in her own corner, trying to work it around Reagan Sullivan, and does. Eve Cooper met by Maisie just shy of the attacking line. Bumbeko interrupted by McVeigh. Finneran brings it over center. Riley Finneran inside the right circle. Finneran out in front on the doorstep. It's cut out cleverly by Burgunier, who settles it down. Sarah Burgunier, she of Team North. All 306 minutes played for that club coming into Monday. A 183 goals against, 917 save percentage, 2 shutouts. Finneran off the face-off win by Southwest to the half wall intended for Watton. Adeline Henry meets Watton in the corner. Southwest brings it out from behind the net. Camilla Mucci. Trying to pivot in the corner, and Mucci still has this puck. Finally, she's poke checked by Henry. Behind the net it comes one more time. Team North gains possession and sends it the full 200 feet. Finneran pursued aggressively by Henry. Henry wins possession for Team North. North trying to play it out in front. Good job there by Sierra Maisie to give up the body. Finneran over the attacking line, shadowed by a couple of Team North defenders, including Kea Desai. Her brother Ravi Desai, a hockey player / golfer for North Allegheny. Their golf team winning Whippeals this past fall. Sophia Skatina with the dump in. Skatina, a seasoned PIHL girls veteran. Her line coming off. Fresh bodies coming on for Team North, down a goal with 12:45 to go in the first, and North is called for icing.
Team North just seems to be a little bit back on their heels here to start this game. A lot of shifts in their own defensive zone. They're making the right plays in the D zone. They're covering the slot in front of the net, but they just can't seem to get sustained pressure down in the offensive zone.
Dobson won the faceoff, tried to reset it to Bova at center point, but it's forced back to center. Hard work there by Diamond. Dobson gets it back. Her shot partially blocked as she was releasing the puck. Cowell with a takeaway. Near side Bova. Bova through a crowd. That bouncing puck is settled down and held by Burgunier.
Good job by DeBruni there to not give up that rebound. She made the save. The rebound popped down. She was quick with the glove to cover in, and good job on for a defenseman there, boxing out the player in front, not letting her get to that loose puck.
Claire O'Connor's first career PIHL girls goal has Southwest ahead 1-0. It nearly became 2-0 were it not for Burgunier. The North Allegheny Tiger, a busy young lady early in this first period. 5 minutes in, the puck dumped in behind the Team North cage. From the corner, Caitlin Beatty up to Eve Cooper. Cooper hits the brakes. Thought about going back to Beatty. Instead, it'll come to Reve. That save made by Albertini. The rebound pinballs around in front, and it's turned over to Emma Yenny. Yenny, Team North's leading goal scorer with 3 of those, forces the save from Albertini. And another turnover to Dylan Reve. Reve turns around, plays it weakly toward goal. Southwest just trying to clean up its own mess here, but it can't. Patterson interrupts the clearing attempt. Delayed offside on North. Reagan Sullivan from center red. Up to Maisie. Maisie 1 against 3. That puck sent back to center.
Team Northwest may have gone away with a too many men call there. we saw that a few times last week. The changes from these teams are sometimes just they're not paying attention or what, but we see a lot of these too many men calls get passed on here by these referees.
Behind the net. It'll come near side, turned over to Skatina. Lauren Schuler, the sophomore defender, playing it up the left wing boards, but not out. Albertini watches it go by with 10.5 left in the first. Bumbeko from the edge of the circle. That wouldn't go through. Watton met by Reve on the half wall, turned over to Bumbeko. Bumbeko on her backhand, hounded by Maisie. To the point it comes for Dahlia Cooper. Cooper from distance. Albertini settles it down.
Team North looks like they're getting their feet under them a little bit, starting to get some more sustained ozone pressure, getting more shots to the net here, and seem to be holding the blue line better as Team Northwest is trying to these stretch passes from below their goal line to the blue line, and they're holding the point real nice right now.
Albertini, a 3.0 goals against, 871 save percentage, and 204 minutes played coming into Monday as we get an icing call with 10 to go in the opening frame. But she's 4-0. Again, not the sparkling numbers you would expect from these Steel City Selects stand out, but Albertini's still been making the big saves when it counts. To the corner. Controlled by Finneran defensively. She reverses the play to Dobson. Dobson couldn't handle that. Puck out in front. Henry trying to redirect it on goal. Henry from the right point this time to nobody in particular. Oh, a dangerous play there. Yenny trying to jam it in off the cheaply given away puck right in front of Albertini, and Albertini decides enough is enough.
Yeah, it's a good job by Albertini. They're staying square to the puck. I mean, her defenseman has that puck and just goes right underneath the stick there, and that's always a scary situation for the goalie when it's just you and the opposing team right in front of you. But good job to stay composed there and cover that puck.
Carly Frizzy, Finneran's Bishop Canevin co-op teammate, helping out her goaltender there as Albertini goes full extension to make that leg save.
Not too sure how she kept that one out. There was a yawning net there to shoot at, and Albertini, I don't know if she got a piece of it or if the puck went wide, but incredible effort.
Frizzy on the retreat, paired out here with Bova for head coach Tony Mucci. To center it comes. Puck management for both teams, I think, has left something to be desired in this first period. And we get another whistle here, and a high sticking call forthcoming. 8:55 to go.
I don't think she realized she took the penalty here.
Neither did we in her defense.
She's still skating to the bench, talking to the other team, hasn't realized it yet.
Eve Cooper now getting the memo that indeed she will feel shame for 2 minutes and then get free. Team Southwest on the Penny Power Play. Penny is Pennsylvania's official healthcare marketplace. Visit Penny, PENNIE.com today to see if you qualify for enrollment. Follow them on social media at PennyPA. Reagan Sullivan forces the save by Burgunier. Team Southwest, the only one in the 9-team girls circuit without a power play goal in 2025. Chance to change that here midway through the first and add to a 1-0 lead. Team North gets the clear. Skatina with a chance shorthanded if she hurries. She's got this puck left circle. Good stick by Bova. And it's cleaned up by Maggie Turner. Turner from the corner. Chased by Desai defensively, pardon me. Frizzy unable to keep it inside the zone. Schuler has to go fetch. Both teams changing special teams personnel with 1:15 to go in the Penny power play for Team Southwest. Oh, good keep there by Watton, or was it? I thought Watton kept that puck onside, but this USA hockey crew disagrees.
Yeah, that was a close call. I couldn't give you a definite answer, and I probably have the better angle of most people here, but that was a very close one.
Pickering and Music, the officials on duty for game one. They get us back to action here. Maisie near side, too heavy for Watton. Bumbeko up to center. Bumbeko over the line. Bumbeko dropping for Reve. Reve on goal, and that's held by Albertini. A chance for Team North shorthanded.
So we saw this last week too with Albertini. A lot of the goalies, they like to let the puck just hit them and they drop. Albertini does not do that. Albertini, she kind of like soaks up the pucks, and if it hit her, it's not dropping. She keeps it in her body and does not give up many good rebounds.
Finneran, under pressure from Diamond, wins the faceoff in her own zone. Good start to this penalty kill for Team North, trying to keep it a one-goal affair early on. Diamond shorthanded for North. Takes a raised stick from Watton. And Southwest just trying to get in sync here on the 5-on-4. Maisie had that puck go through her stick. Watton watches it go to the boards. Final moments of the penalty on Eve Cooper. And Team North has all but completely killed it. That's turned aside by Albertini, who has to make another save shorthanded. Team North, 12 of 14 on the PK coming into Monday night. Make that 13 of 15. 85.7% entering Monday. On the penalty kill was Team North. Burgunier makes that save. It's still loose, and she finally has it pinned.
The Team North defensemen here doing a really good job of boxing out the forwards in front, not letting them get rebounds, giving their goalie a chance to cover these pucks, and she's doing a really good job of finding these rebounds and covering them up for her defensemen in front.
Face-off won cleanly by Beatty of North. Up the boards for Yenny. Cowell trying to interrupt the breakout play. Desai gets it to the corner. Frizzy has to give chase behind her own net. Eve Cooper, fresh out of the box, watches Bova play this puck in her own corner. Turned over to Henry. Henry reversing to Cooper. Cooper dispossessed by Bova. They both go down. Cowell, the Wheeling Central Catholic enrollee, back to center, and she's guilty of icing, in fact, with under 6 to go.
This game hasn't been the shootout that we've been seeing as of these last few weeks with this league, and only 1-0 so far. And last Monday in the first game, it was already 4-4 at this point.
Team North, the number one defensive team in the league, coming in on Monday. Just 11 goals allowed in their first 6 contests. This puck played to the corner. Desai, unable to advance it. It was turned over to Reagan Sullivan. Sullivan to the point for Finneran. Finneran, cross ice. Shot from the circle was partially blocked. Patterson, the tall defender, up to center for fellow Pine Richland Ram Sophia Scatina. Albertini settles that puck down. From just outside the line, Lydia Seuss, one of 10 NA Tigers on Tom Diamond's roster this season, gets that puck deep. $17 players in all unofficially on Team North. Finneran over the attacking line has a trailer and Turner. Finnegan keeps it for the moment. Finneran had a goal last week in that wild shootout victory, and a chance the other way for Cooper. Cooper to the cage. Save Albertini! And the rebound is steered aside.
It's a good save by Albertini there, keeping the 1-goal lead for her team late in this first period.
And Cooper with a chance to redeem herself after taking that penalty, but it was not to be. Up to center, 2-line pass. Maisie trying to catch up to it to wash out the icing call. She will. Maisie from the side of the net. Didn't have company, really didn't have anything else to do with that puck either. North gets to clear. In hot pursuit, Lexi Diamond. Bova gets positioning on her. Watton to center for Dobson. Dobson chased by Bumbeko. What a move by Dobson. Dobson, however, can't shoot it cleanly.
Just that one extra move there by Dobson. She had her beat to the middle and decided to take that back to her forehand, and it allowed the defenseman to get her stick in the lane there.
Schuler unable to play it inside the line. Skatina counterattacking for Team North. Centering for Patterson. Patterson, that puck took a funny bounce toward Albertini off a skate. And it was cleared aside by the defender, Bova, I believe. Henry under pressure from Sullivan. Up to Patterson. Southwest in the middle of a line change as Team North comes across the line. Henry puts it behind the net. Schuler from the left wing up to center for Sullivan. Henry with a chance here, right circle. Good gap control there by Riley Finneran. Emma Yenny trying to center it for Cooper. Cooper against the grain. Plays it down low for Henry. Henry centering pass to nobody in particular except Finneran. Cowell turning it over to Yenny and Henry. Schuler not quite able to get the clear. This is Team North once again. Eve Cooper from deep in the corner. Trying to go out in front for Yenny, but both players were too well shielded. Cooper one-on-one with Sullivan. Now Finneran comes over to help. Out in front for Henry, couldn't shoot it cleanly. Schuler and Cowell up ahead of the play for Southwest. Now it's Team North changing on the fly as they play this puck deep into Southwest zone, and it's long enough for icing.
Team Southwest here has been very, very responsible in their own defensive zone. I mean, you have people coming back from their points, taking the high slot. I mean, we just saw it right there with that chance in the slot. It's a good defensive play there by the winger to get down, cover that high slot, and to see that at this level is honestly, it surprises me because even at the level that I play, I mean, a lot of the times you don't see a lot of people being as responsible defensively as they should have, and just good on them for making those plays.
You got to start doing the little things right, especially if you're serious about competing against teams like Team Southwest, you know, the defending champion with all those returning players and that pedigree up and down their lineup.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize that little stuff is what wins you those games. I mean, you don't come back, you don't make that play right there and they score, then you have a tie game, and in the moment you might not think much of it, but then say you lose this game by one goal, you go back, look at that, and you're like, only if I would have taken that one extra stride. So it is those little things that really help when winning a hockey game.
Dobson, meanwhile, up to center. Accompanied by McVeigh, who officially had the only assist on the game's only goal. Oh, what a blocker save there by Burgunier. Might have caught the knob of the stick as well. Maisie almost dispossessing Skatina. The operative word there, almost. Skatina able to clear the zone. Late line changes for both these teams in a 1-0 game. Frizzy with a defensive play there. Maisie and Team Southwest regrouping in the final minute of first period play. Cooper near side. Gave it up to Maisie. Maisie, poke check by Bumbeko. Bumbeko up for Emma Yenny. Yenny chasing it to the corner. Bova gets there first. And Bova, the Penn's elite skater, plays it up the boards for Sierra Maisie. Maisie to the left circle. Maisie with a move. Maisie toward goal. Oh, what a save by Burgunier. What a shot by Maisie. But Sarah Burgunier stands tall.
Yeah, what a beautiful rush there by Maisie. I mean, the chip past the defenseman in the neutral zone, catch her flat foot, and then the nice little toe drag through the legs of the other defender. It doesn't get prettier than that, but great save there on the other end.
10 seconds left in the period. One last chance maybe for Cooper. Cooper to the cage. Stopped again by Albertini. 3 seconds left, and that should do it. A final minute, not without drama, but the first period does end with Team Southwest leading Team North 1-0. He's Aaron Norkovicus of UPJ Hockey. I'm Matt Popchock of TenbandTV, and you're watching PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by TenbandTV Sports in Greensburg.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Gonna get up, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Bloss. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
First period shots on goal were 8 apiece. Where it counts, Southwest leads North 1-0 in Game 1 here on the island on a sunny Monday evening in Greater Pittsburgh. Here from Neville Township inside the Clearview Arena, back with Aaron Norkovicus. I'm Matt Popchock for PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by TenbandTV Sports in Greensburg. A minute 14 in, Claire O'Connor, her first goal in a PIHL girls uniform. Maeve McVeigh, her first career point on said goal. And after that, Sarah Burgunier slammed the door, Aaron.
Yeah, I mean both goalies on both ends have really shut down the net here in that first period. I mean, we saw the early goal, but then it has been chance after chance for both teams, and both goalies have been coming up huge. I mean, we've seen 2 breakaway saves down at one end at the other, and just countless opportunities for both teams. So shout out to both of these goalies who have been keeping their teams in this game.
The side switch has occurred, and second period action is a go with McVeigh playing this puck just beyond her own blue line. Up to Reagan Sullivan. Sullivan with a dump in, and she wants to come off for a quick change here as Lydia Seuss and Team North get organized. 2-line pass to Yenny. Yenny had a glance off her blade. Team Southwest gets it out of harm's way. O'Connor almost coming up with a steal at center. Again, the Upper St. Clair first year getting on the score sheet early in this game. Team Southwest averaging 4.5 goals a game coming into Monday, as this point-blank save is made by Albertini, and she doesn't know where the rebound is. And fortunately for her sake, neither did Yenny. Dobson in transition. She is flagged down in the corner by Beatty. And Team North is content to just ice this puck and take their chances with the own zone draw.
What a chance there in front for Team North. That puck popped right out. The clock's still running here. I don't know if they noticed that, but
well, if they didn't, they're about to.
Looks like they got it stopped there now, but that puck popped right out in front. I mean, Albertini was looking the complete other way of where the puck was, and very fortunate for Team Northwest there that puck did not end up in the back of their net.
Well, we told you about these teams' team numbers early in the broadcast, and Team North is doing what they've been doing all season. They've been content to play a patient, positional, responsible defensive game and just try to be as opportunistic as they possibly can. And it's not like they haven't had their chances.
Yeah, that's the important thing to remember when you play a style of game like this. I mean, there's always those teams that want to play more defensively and they care about the defensive zone, and they need to realize that these chances will come. I mean, defense turns into offense, and it takes one good play down at your end of the ice to capitalize on another chance down at the other end. So just got to stay patient and stay with it, and their goals will come here soon.
Meanwhile, Burgunier, in her third year of PIHL girls hockey, called into action quickly off the faceoff, and again just there, kicking out that left leg to make the save. Henry over the attacking line. Played effectively by Finneran. Schuler from her own half wall, unable to clear. It's turned over to Dylan Reve. Reve between the circles. That skitters wide. Patterson on the rebound for Team North. Coughed it up to Camilla Mucci. Watton unable to clear it. Backhand try is steered aside calmly by Albertini vis-a-vis Reve. Another turnover to Team North. A lot of giveaways by Southwest in their own zone tonight, and playing with fire, it feels like, early in this second period. Still just a one-goal game. Maisie somehow keeps control of this puck. Maisie to the goal, and she is stopped by Burgunier. She tried to go 5-hole. Burgunier had other plans.
Yeah, it's a good save there by Burgunier. I mean, her team is all over them offensively, creating a bunch of turnovers with their forecheck and holding their blue line nice, and then they come down and get a good chance like that. So it's a good save by her, and not to let her team go down by 2 here and really deflate them.
Face off to Burgunier's right is controlled. Ultimately, I was about to say by Team North, but Frizzy did a good job keeping pace with Diamond there near side. Southwest is actually going to be able to play this puck back to center before Dahlia Cooper takes it away for Team North. Her shot goes wide of goal. Desai tied up along the half wall. Skatina in digging for it. Southwest wins the 50-50 battle. Dahlia Cooper from center. Puck takes a strange bounce off the partition right at the Southwest blue line. Bova paired out here again with Frizzy defensively, trying to play that puck on one hand. Turned over to Diamond, but she couldn't control the bouncing disc. Cooper for Eve Cooper, just onside. And Eve Cooper steers it wide. Frizzy gets there defensively in plenty of time. Turner unable to play it up the boards. McVeigh also unable to clear the zone. Bova, will the third time be the charm? No, Eve Cooper is there. The Team North doing a good job keeping Southwest pinned early in the second period, but still nothing to show for it, thanks in large part to the pregame senior honoree, Kristen Albertini. Eve Cooper, right wing circle. Cooper from an angle, Albertini making that save. 5 minutes into period 2. Outlet pass to the game's only goal getter thus far, Claire O'Connor. O'Connor now has the trailer, and Dobson goes that way. Dobson wide of goal. O'Connor on the rebound, trying to center it, and that pass broken up by Seuss. Sent to the corner by Reve. Finneran in there defensively, up the boards to Dobson. Dobson. That hit Kowal. Team North controls the puck as a result of the friendly fire, and that pass just eluded Patterson. Turned over to the point, and that shot by Beatty, goes wide. Good keep by Seuss. She misses from the right point. Schuler up the boards. Kowal in hot pursuit, but Beatty out hustles her. Southwest changing on the fly. Outlet pass to Seuss.
I was just going to say, these Team North defensemen, they're doing a really good job of holding the point. I mean, Northwest is kind of just throwing the puck a little bit. I don't know if they're panicking a little bit, being stuck in their own end so long, but they're throwing these pucks up the walls and through the middle, and the Team North defensemen are doing a great job of holding the blue line and keeping these pucks in.
Schuler up the right wing boards to Maisie. Maisie trying to drag it around the last player back for Team North. But the last player back, Lydia Seuss, got the better of the play. Bumbeko from her own zone. Put it off the body of Mucci. That goes off a couple of sticks. Seuss will defer to Bumbeko. Bumbeko from the corner. Frizzy from center red. Delayed offside on Southwest with under 10 to go till the ice cut. Finner into the corner. Turned over to Henry. Henry on her backhand. Albertini, that save, and she has the rebound.
Once again, Albertini doing a great job of controlling that rebound. I mean, there was 3 North players standing right in front of her and just shot from the slot, and she's able to do a good job of keeping that puck under her pad, not giving up a rebound and not giving up any opportunity for Team North to get back into this game here.
Face-off coming to Albertini's left with 9:43 to go in the second. And look at Desai fight for that puck for Team North. To Diamond. Diamond outmaneuvered by Bova. Southwest gets to clear. Icing call forthcoming. Played Again Sports in Greensburg is locally owned and operated and focused on serving the community. Played Again Sports buys, sells, and trades used in new sports equipment and fitness gear and passes along the savings to you. Their large inventory, customer service, and wide selection of major brands will keep you coming back for years. Open 7 days a week. Visit them on 6041 Route 30 or visit them online at playedagainsports.com/locations/Greensburg-PA. And coming soon, coming July 7th, as a matter of fact, Played Again Sports in Cranberry Township. A lot of NA folks watching. They want to mark their calendars for that one. 1-0 Southwest still as we approach the midpoint of this game. Team North. And that NA contingent playing this puck to the point for Dahlia Cooper, the NA junior, and her shot is held by Kristen Albertini.
Yeah, if you're Team North, I think you're very not excited, but you're eager about how your team's playing right now. I mean, you're down by a goal, but this second period, it just seems like they've had all the momentum. They're skating more. It seems like they just want it more than Team Northwest right now. And eventually, I'm sure they'll find the back of the net. And once they get one, I'm sure the floodgates will open up a little bit.
And some of these errors that Southwest is making in their own zone as that shot goes just wide, some of which have been unforced, I think are giving them some oxygen, so to speak, in this game.
Yeah, and I think that just stems from Team North's forecheck early in this game. I mean, Team Southwest is constantly looking over their shoulders. I mean, worrying about where these forecheckers are at, and even when you don't have pressure, just establishing that forecheck early in a game can create more turnovers even without any pressure.
Schuler not able to control that one. It comes to the opposite corner. Dobson in the right place at the right time to interrupt the pass intended for Yenny. Taken over at the point. Henry's shot directed to the corner off a skate. Finneran from her own circle. Turned over to Henry. Finneran trying to kick that puck back to center. She can't. Quick outlet intended for Cowell. Cowell from the edge of the circle trying to go to Finneran out in front. The puck just didn't get there fast enough. Turn over to Maisie. Maisie unable to part the sea of humanity. Turn over to Maisie once again. Sierra Maisie on her backhand to the goal, Burgunier. Sarah Burgunier forcing another face-off.
Yeah, it's a good save by Burgunier there. I mean, you've gone who knows how long without seeing a shot, and first one in a while, and it's always good to – sometimes you get a little nervous when you haven't seen one in a while, so it's always good to just feel the puck.
Unofficially, it's only the third one she's faced in this second period. Team Southwest still clinging to that 1-0 lead. Beatty with a turnaround play. Icing on Team North. Final 7 minutes of second period action. Sullivan plays it to the corner. Reagan Sullivan. One-on-one with Dahlia Cooper. Cooper up the near boards. Up to Schuler. Sullivan, right wing side. Sullivan from an angle. Sullivan behind the net. Turner trying to get open in front. It comes to the point for Schuler. Schuler through a crowd. Burgunier saw it at the last second, but it went wide of the net. Turner out in front. Intended for McVeigh. Sent back to center. Finneran, well poised. Sullivan unable to cut that one out. Team North with a dump in. Lexi Diamond out in front. That's cut out by Sullivan. Sullivan turned it over. Oh, Scatina couldn't control that puck. Otherwise, she might have had Albertini right where she wanted her. Reve out in front. The one-timer fanned on by Diamond. I was about to say Scatina. That was Lexi Diamond, the rookie, shanking that shot, and Albertini maybe catches a bit of a break there.
Yeah, that puck went right off the heel of her blade. I'm not exactly where you want to shoot that puck from, but anyway, still a good save there. I mean, that puck still got to the net. Sometimes that throws a goalie off even more when you're expecting a shot, maybe to come up in the air, and you just see it sliding on the ice, throw you off there. But good save and way to cover up for no rebound.
Team North with a clean face-off win. Eve Cooper up top to Seuss. Seuss unable to hit the target. Cooper to Beatty. The save, rebound, score! Adeline Henry puts it home, and the Harbor Creek Husky makes it a 1-1 hockey game. And why don't you make yourself a dang quesadilla? Team North, they kept working and they kept working, and finally they get that equalizer with 5:26 to play.
Yeah, it seemed like it was only a matter of time for Team North. I mean, this second period, they have just been the dominant team here, and we've talked about her ability to control these rebounds, and the first rebound that she's given up and ends up in the back of her net. It's just an unfortunate, but got to keep your head up and just keep playing right now.
Henry's first goal of the season, and we've got a brand new game. Team Southwest living dangerously and living in their own zone, as Aaron said, for much of the second period, and Team North finally able to make them pay. Mucci out in front, trying to get it right back, and almost did. Good stick there by Henry, the recent goal scorer. Yenny up to Eve Cooper. Cooper unable to take that pass. Well, would have been a good opportunity there for North to take their first lead. Instead, McKenna Watton gets it deep for Southwest. Maisie gets good positioning on Mbeko. Sullivan from the right corner. Around the boards, anticipating is Frizzy with 4.5 to go in the period. Frizzy into the sea of bodies. Maisie puts it right on goal. Burgunier makes the pad save. Yenny through a crowd for Dahlia Cooper. Cooper met immediately by Maisie. Frizzy trying to play it blindly up to Maisie. Bova around the boards. Nearly cut out by Yenny. Yenny does come up with a takeaway and gets this puck deep for Team North. Watton with a miscue. Sullivan up the right boards. Outlet pass is cut out by Maisie. Tony Mucci wants Maisie to take a breather here. He gets Maeve McVeigh out there in her stead. Skatina up the right wing, chased by Turner. Skatina centering past to Beatty. Beatty toward goal. Albertini knocks it aside. Patterson was camped out in front, but couldn't control the deflection. Now Skatina all alone. I'll take that. Thank you very much, says the senior.
Yeah, I mean, Albertini may have definitely just stopped one, but may have stopped a goal there right before that chance with her stick. Taking that pass, I mean, Patterson was just camped out right back door, and last second she gets her stick out there to knock that play away and then makes a nice glove save. And Team Northwest has been leaning on her this game, and she's been coming up very big for them.
Officially, that tying goal reads Henry from Eve Cooper. Cooper's third assist of the year, putting her in the team lead. Final 3 minutes of the second period. This puck sent beyond the reach of McVeigh. Sullivan and McVeigh offside. Face-off coming up just outside the Team North line. Schuler surrounded immediately at center. Eventually it finds Dobson. Dobson couldn't advance it. Good steal there by Beatty. Beatty from the left circle. Beatty dropping it for Henry. Henry on goal. Albertini making herself big. Apparently the plan is to just see how long Kristen Albertini can drive the bus.
I mean, at the rate she's going right now, she seems like she's going to be able to go the entire trip, but somebody's going to have to do something to kind of take some of this pressure off of her right now.
Team North out shooting Southwest 10-3 with 2:12 to go in the second period. And one of those 10 shots finally going in, courtesy of Adeline Henry. Schuler from center. Team Southwest trying to get organized in the neutral zone as Cowell gives chase to the corner. Bumbeko up the boards for Desai. Schuler had it go off her body right in front of her own bench. From behind the Southwest net. Play to the corner. Dobson taking her time defensively. Dobson draws the tripping call. Second power play of the game forthcoming to Team Southwest. Albertini hurries off for the extra skater as Maisie is poke checked by Eve Cooper, and Dahlia Cooper forces this USA Hockey crew to stop play.
Yeah, hopefully Team Southwest here can kind of get it going a little bit more on this power play. We saw a power play opportunity with them in the first period, and they didn't do too much with it. They were kind of stuck in the neutral zone, just going back and forth a little bit. So hopefully they can establish this power play a little bit more and just try to get pucks on net.
Skatina, one of two seniors on Team North, to the sin bin. Team Southwest 0 for 1 thus far on the penny power play. This 5-on-4, barring a goal, will carry over into the third period. Eve Cooper clears it for Team North. Two-line pass to Maisie. Maisie toward goal. Good block there by Beatty as Maisie was trying to release that puck. Sullivan out in front. Oh, unable to ram it toward goal was Mucci. Dahlia Cooper shorthanded. Frizzy waiting to greet her. 35 to go in the period. Sullivan over the attacking line. Mucci to the corner. Henry wins the puck battle. Bova pinching. 20 to go in the period. Southwest still on the penny power play with under a minute to go in the minor on Skatina. Sullivan with it. 10 seconds left in the period. From an angle, it comes off Sullivan's skate. Team North will get the clear, and they might get a chance shorthanded if Desai can hustle, but she's taken down by Bova. She and Bova both go down as the period comes to an end. And so we will cut the ice here in the Clearview Arena inside the RMU Island Sports Center with Team North taking a new lease on life into the locker room. Team North won, Team Southwest won. Southwest 41 more seconds of Penny power play time when we come back. He's Aaron Norkovicus. I'm Matt Popchock. You're watching PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by Play It Again Sports in Greensburg. Finneran starts out from her own corner, draws a double team. It's worked up right wing side to Olivia Dobson. Centering pass right to the goal. Score! Crisscross applesauce to Claire O'Connor. And the USC rookie gets Claire O'Connor's first career PIHL girls goal has Southwest ahead 1-0. It nearly became 2-0 were it not for Burgoonier. Bobeko over the line. Bobeko dropping for Reve. Reve on goal, and that's held by Albertini. A chance for Team North shorthanded. Finnegan keeps it for the moment. Finneran had a goal last week in that wild shootout victory, and a chance the other way for Cooper. Cooper to the cage. Save Albertini! And the rebound is steered aside.
It's a good save by Albertini there. Keeping
This game, Team Southwest averaging 4.5 goals a game coming into Monday as this point-blank save is made by Albertini, and she doesn't know where the rebound is. Finner into the corner. Turned over to Henry. Henry on her backhand. Albertini, that save, and she has the rebound. Up top to Seuss. Seuss unable to hit the target. Cooper to Beatty. The save, rebound, score! Adeline Henry puts it home, and the Harbor Creek Husky makes it a 1-1 hockey game. And was camped out in front, but couldn't control the deflection. Now it's Katina all alone. I'll take that. Thank you very much, says the senior. Beatty from the left circle. Beatty dropping it for Henry. Henry on goal. Albertini making herself big.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Gonna get out, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Bloss. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup Playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
What a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Gonna get out, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Bloss. Hey, rookie! Welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
What a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Played Again Sports in Greensburg is locally owned and operated and focused on serving the community. Played Again Sports buys, sells, and trades used and new sports equipment and fitness gear and passes along the savings to you. Their large inventory, customer service, and wide selection of major brands will keep you coming back for years. Open 7 days a week. Visit them on 6041 Route 30 or visit them online at playitagainsports.com/locations-Greensburg PA. And coming July 7th, Play It Again Sports, Cranberry Township. So if you live in the North Allegheny District, as do many of the Team North families, you might want to mark that down. As we return to action, he's Aaron Norkovicus of UPJ Hockey. I'm Matt Popchock of TenbandTV. PIHL Hockey Night live on TenbandTV tonight, presented by Play It Again Sports in Greensburg. Offside against Team Southwest, tied 1-1 with Team North as we resume Game 1 of our Monday night PIHL girls doubleheader. Second period shots on goal, 11-5 in favor of Team North. And we told you about their offensive woes at the beginning of the broadcast. 6 of their 7 goals this year had come in third period. So the third period has been their period, and they're holding their own, Aaron, against the defending champs.
That's probably the best time, in my opinion, that you would want to score some goals is in the third period. I mean, they're doing great defensively here. I mean, they have this powerhouse of an offense stuck to 1 goal, and if you can keep that down there and put a couple in here in this third period, then I think they're going to be looking really good.
Team North now officially 2 for 2 on the penalty kill as Skatina leaves the box. She comes off, and as Albertini covers, Lexi Diamond comes on, 51 seconds into period 3. Adeline Henry, the Harbor Creek product, the only goal of period 2, set up by NA's Eve Cooper, the junior. Beatty to Reve. Reve's redirect interrupted by Schuler. McVeigh out to Reagan Sullivan, and the 2 USC Panthers reorganize at center and come across the attacking line. Sullivan around Lydia Seuss to the corner. Stick check by Diamond. Seuss takes it away behind the goal line. Turner met by Beatty. Reve unable to get the clear. That takes an unlucky bounce off a Team North body, that of Patterson. Diamond again unable to exit the area. Sarah Burgunier, Team North goaltender. 340 minutes and counting looks on. Beatty plays it at the visitors' bench. Riley Finneran defensively for Southwest, overskating. Dobson cleaning up the mess. Dobson overskating, almost turned it over to Reve. Near side it comes to Cole. Back to the corner it'll go. Team Southwest wins the puck battle. Jaden Cole up to center. Hip check there by Beatty. Finneran at center. Team North trying to complete a line change as Finneran brings it over the line. Finneran surrounded by black jerseys, puts it off the mask of Sarah Burgunier. Cross ice, it comes to Diamond, and Diamond is going to ice this puck early in the third.
Great chance there by Finneran. That starts with her skating ability in the neutral zone. The little peel back, loses the forward. She's able to use that space that she created and walk in and just put a nice shot on goal. A nice save there by the goalie.
Team Southwest in a battle here with Team North. Team North coming in a 500 team. Southwest a solid second, trying to keep pace with undefeated Team West and stay inside one of those top four spots as the regular season winds down and the PIHL Girls 2025 playoffs draw nearer. We will be with you at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex next Thursday, the 29th, for playoff action. A couple of semifinal games coming up beginning at 7 o'clock that night on TenbandTV. Meanwhile, we're about to find out, Aaron, if the third time will be the charm on the Penny power play for Team Southwest.
Yeah, and if you're Team Southwest, I mean, you really need to get something going here with this power play. I mean, you haven't scored a goal on the power play yet this year. 2 so far in this game. They haven't been great. The second one was definitely better than the first, but you just need to keep building off that. And honestly, I would just start throwing pucks on net and crashing the net hard.
Their 16th power play opportunity, all told. Team Southwest on its back foot, though, as Desai was pressing shorthanded. Turned over to Bumbeko. Oh, that one-timer shanked by Desai right between the circles. Maisie with a little speed burst. Maisie might have room to maneuver. Has to chase this puck to the corner. Maisie thought about going out in front of Mucci, but they both kind of ran out of real estate there as North easily gets this puck back to center. Henry, who had the tying goal late in the second, plays it off Albertini. Finneran out for Turner. Turner tries to take it away from Beatty and does. Maggie Turner. Near side for Finneran. Finneran snapshot kicked out of there by Burgunier right to Frizzy. Frizzy on goal. Burgunier the glove save midway through the Penny power play.
It's a good glove save there by the northern goalie. But rebound kicked right out to the high slot. I mean, not the best rebound control, but good job getting back and getting that glove on it to make that save there and not give anything else up.
Frizzy with just 2 points in 8 games this season. Won't get much better chances for a goal than that one. 45 to go on the Penny power play for Team Southwest. Finneran with it one more time. Finneran tees it up. Burgunier the save. The rebound still available and played back to Finneran. Good work, however, by Emma Yenny to force the play back inside Southwest territory. 20 to go on the power play. Turner couldn't handle the pass. Lydia Seuss tied up in the corner. Sullivan has this puck for Southwest. Up high for Finneran. Finneran trying to play it out in front. She can't. Good work down low by Team North on the penalty kill, and the special teams woes continue for Southwest. That was Lydia Seuss with a strong stick in her own zone. Eve Cooper couldn't handle it. Sullivan counterattacking. Reagan Sullivan. That shot blocked. Sullivan out in front. Oh, a weird bounce there on Burgunier, and she will play that puck conservatively.
Yeah, going back to that power play, I don't think that power play was as bad as the first two were. They had more offensive zone time, more chances, but still just these outside shots, they're not creating a lot in the middle. They're not getting the puck to the middle and just shooting from the perimeter, and usually that doesn't work too often in hockey. So they just need to try to get these pucks to the front of the net and pucks to the high slot, create one-time opportunities.
And Team North wins this skirmish and gets it back to center off its own bench. Frizzy and Dobson paired out here defensively for Southwest. Henry outmuscles Dobson and sends this puck to the corner. Frizzy giving chase. Cowell sends it up there to O'Connor. O'Connor with the only goal in this game for Southwest. Near side Dobson. Isabella Bova pinching. Cowell out in front. Cleared but not out. Bova floats it over top the head of Burgunier. She juggles it, but she hangs on.
It's not the easiest save right there. I mean, that puck's coming in very high angle and try to see through all those bodies. She looks like she was able to track it nicely, though. Had to jump up a little bit to get a glove on it, but smacked it down once and then caught it.
From the boards, it's sent back to center. Eve Cooper gets around Schuler. Cooper leading it there for Desai. Desai just couldn't take the pass. A good chance there for Team North to take their first lead. 10:20 remaining in regulation. Out in front to Cooper. Cooper had Albertini off balance quite a bit, but Albertini did enough to cut down the angle.
Albertini came way out on that one.
Dahlia Cooper fakes. Dahlia Cooper from the circle. That save is made, and the rebound comes right to Bombayko. Albertini making that save as the puck ping-pongs around. Lead pass eludes Maisie, icing on Southwest with under 10 to go.
Some very, very good saves down there from the Southwest goalie to keep her team in this game right now. Came out very, very far to challenge the shooter on that shot from around the dot area, and then same thing on that point shot. Comes out real far, challenges the shooter, doesn't give the shooter anything to shoot at.
Well, when you're a senior in high school, when you played for one of the best travel teams in the country, Steel City Selects, you're going to have a courage of conviction that I'm sure a lot of players in her position don't. Sullivan met by Beatty inside the blue line. Frizzy on one hand plays it to the corner. Lydia Seuss off the boards. Frizzy toward goal and just wide of goal ultimately. Team Southwest trying to generate offense from its defense, pulling out all the stops, trying to find an answer for Sarah Burgunier. And she's been well supported by her defense. This pass too far for Yenny, no icing. Blocked away by Albertini. Crashing the net is Seuss. Seuss puts it wide. Skatina to Beatty. Beatty makes her move. Beatty toward the cage. That just misses. Skatina from an angle off the side of the net. Skatini for Patterson. Patterson's one-timer sticked aside by Albertini. More good anticipation by the Upper St. Clair product. Sullivan from the high slot. Sullivan shooting, that's blocked. More good gap control by Beatty. And Beatty's played a strong game defensively, the Pine Richland youngster.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. She seems to always be in the right position. She has a good gap, good stick, blocks a lot of shots. I mean, there's another one right there, but seems to always be in the right position defensively.
Schuler in front of her own bench, past the midpoint of period 3, and another too many players call, much to the disbelief of Tony Mucci, is ignored by this USA Hockey crew. I think even the coach caught that one that time.
Southwest just took a penalty here. They drew a penalty.
Cross-checking the indication with under 8 to go in the third period. And Team North will get their first penny power play of the game. It's Dobson going off. That's an offensive zone penalty, and that's doubly frustrating for Tony Mucci or any coach in a tie game.
That could have been very dangerous for Southwest. I saw the cross-check, and that's why I said I thought North was getting the power play, but then the Southwest goalie started heading towards the bench, so that could have been very costly for them.
Team North on the penny power play in a 1-1 game late in regulation. They've got to reset their power play, however, as Dahlia Cooper lost an edge. Sierra Mazie and Camilla Mucci pressing shorthanded for Southwest. Team North, 1 of 11 on the penny power play entering Monday, as they are guilty of icing with a minute 42 on the penalty clock. Southwest, 13 of 17 on the PK, coming out to 76.5%. Southwest second from the bottom in that category. They'd love to improve upon that, and they'll have to keep this a 1-1 game. Diamond enters the zone for Team North. Lexi Diamond to the side of the net, and Albertini is going to nip that in the bud.
It's been a very similar power play to started this power play for Team North as it has been for Northwest. Just a lot of back and forth play, not a lot of setting up in the O zone and trying to get pucks on net, but just letting the other team kind of do their thing when they want with their forecheck and playing into it and not setting it up properly.
Mucci trying to play it off the bounce. Out in front it comes. Backhand try right on Albertini. Desai had her stick tied up pretty well in front, but still was able to get that shot off, and Albertini had to make a clutch save.
Yeah, it's a very good save by Albertini. And she got a good chunk of that with her stick, even though she was tied up, and Albertini still has to get it off that post, which is a very hard thing to do, especially when you're down in that RVH. Pushing off the post right there can be difficult, keeping your pad sealed there. She did a good job of that right there.
That was a heck of a play by Desai, for that matter, getting that shot off under stiff resistance. Albertini hanging in there midway through the penny power play for Team North. Finneran from the corner. A fan on that clearing attempt. Desai to the side of the net. Albertini to save, and she'll cover again.
Albertini made it look like she may have lost that one there for a second. Hit her pad, and her head turned. I don't know if she thought maybe that puck got through or what happened there, but she was a little lost there for a second.
McVeigh taking this face-off in her own zone against Henry. Actually, that's Sullivan taking it. I stand corrected. Sullivan wins it, and a chance possibly for Turner shorthanded. Dahlia Cooper takes her to the boards. Shot from an angle is held by Sarah Burgunier. The John Marshall Monarch, Maggie Turner. That close to a shorty.
I think in the last 2 weeks here, we've seen more shorthanded goals than we have seen power play goals. If you go back to the second game last week, the 9-1 win, the only goal for, I believe it was Team West there, was a shorthanded goal.
Team South, actually,
Team
and it
South.
was. You're correct. Yeah. Lucy Jasensky. Team West winning that game over Team South comfortably. We will not see Team West in the nightcap this evening, but waiting in the wings are Team Northwest and Team East. Team East, led by Penn Trafford senior Kylie McKenzie, for you trivia buffs, the first ever PIHL Girls Division champion. And McKenzie, as a rookie, scored the multi-overtime winning goal in that first ever championship game back in 2022. And she is still going strong, leading that team in points, Team East. Team East still with a shot at one of those top 4 spots, too, as the regular season winds down. Here's Dobson, meanwhile, just missing the net as we approach the final 5 minutes of regulation here in Game 1. These teams now a combined 3 for 3 on the penalty kill, and a chance possibly for Diamond. Albertini hugging that far post, able to make the stop. Skatina to the corner, chased by Schuler. Skatina to the point for Seuss. That shot is blocked. Beatty between the circles for Reve. It goes through the legs of Skatina. Good puck movement here in the O zone by Team North. Skatina just missing upstairs, excuse me. Dobson gains the red line, sends it in. Southwest making a quick line change. That pass thrown to the wrong shoulder of Patterson. Frizzy and Bova, the top defensive pairing out here for Tony Mucci late in the tie game. Frizzy from behind her own net, trying to go to Maisie. Sierra Maisie, what a debut season for her in PIHL girls. 11 goals, 15 points in her first 8 games, but she's been held in check by this very stubborn Team North defense tonight. 3:45 remaining. Frizzy trying to freeze this puck as she's pinned against the boards by Desai. Officials still haven't lost sight of it, and North wins the puck battle. Dahlia Cooper dispossessed by Maisie. Cooper has to hurry to get to this puck. Maisie right on top of her. And Maisie comes up with a steal. Maisie out in front. That went through everybody. Kept inside the line by Bova. Bova floating it right into the outstretched glove of Burgunier.
So good last 2 minutes there from Team North. I mean, just constant pressure below the goal line and really wearing out these defensemen. And in a tie game late in the third, I mean, that's probably the best thing you can do is wear out the other team's defensemen. If this game goes into overtime, they're just going to continue on to get even more tired and keep checking over their shoulders, and eventually a mistake's going to happen that'll lead to a goal.
Played off the corner. Bumbeko unable to exit the zone, but Team North has it now. Lexi Diamond, daughter of head coach Tom, sending it cross ice. Diamond's turnaround try is stopped loudly by Albertini. Maggie Turner making a beeline for this puck. Dahlia Cooper gets there just in the nick of time. Schuler unable to move it forward. Here comes Diamond once again. Her shot blocked. Trailing the play was Eve Cooper, but she couldn't shoot it cleanly on net. Turned over to Eve Cooper. Turner trying to poke it outside the zone. Schuler clears the area. Schuler from one knee trying to play that puck. Good play by Finneran to keep it at center, and buy time for Southwest to regroup. Final 2 minutes of third period play. Finneran from the edge of the circle. Riley Finneran. Dispossessed behind the net. Schuler unable to keep it. Outlet pass right to Skatina. Skatina after the turnover. Firing on Albertini. Albertini closing the 5-hole. Cowell trying to chip it around Beatty. She can't. And a penalty coming up against Southwest. Finneran's going to sit here. Burgunier off. Extra skater coming on. Albertini the save. The extra skater Desai won't get to participate in this rush, but it matters not. Team North to the second penny power play of this third period for that squad.
Yeah, and that's just not the penalty you want to take with a minute and a half left to go in a tie game in the third period. A little shot, little shove from behind. It wasn't anything malicious, but it's just something that you don't need to be doing this late in a game to put your team down by 1 here.
Tom Diamond going to use his timeout to set up the X's and O's, a critical power play, critical special team sequence for both these teams. Southwest 1, North 1. 1:25 remaining in the third period. Claire O'Connor getting Southwest on the board very early in this game. Adeline Henry, the Harbor Creek sophomore, answering with time ticking away in period 2. Beyond that, it's been a goalie duel. Kristen Albertini on her senior night, 26 saves and counting. Sarah Burgunier, 18 and counting, but Burgunier certainly has seen her share of quality shots. Albertini's season high in saves, ironically, came in that wild shootout game we saw last week. She finished with 28 after the sudden victory period, and of course stopped all 3 shooters for Team Southeast in the shootout, which counts separately.
Yeah, she's been lights out tonight. I mean, Team North has kind of just been peppering and carrying the play, but she's been doing a great job of making the first save, not giving up any rebounds. I mean, obviously their only goal for Team North was off of a rebound, but eventually one of those are going to squeak through. But she's been very aggressive with the puck. She's attacking the puck, attacking the shooter, and she's just not letting anything by her tonight.
Team North, a 5-on-4 advantage that will carry into the Play It Again Sports Greensburg overtime, should it be necessary. Backhand try wide of Albertini. From the corner, it comes to Adeline Henry. Henry with a fake. Henry, score! You want to get nuts? Come on! Let's get nuts. Adeline Henry on the penny power play, and Team North takes its first lead with 69 seconds on that third period clock.
I mean, we talked about the little things, and Team Southwest there had a good opportunity to try to get that puck out of the zone. They weren't able to on the wall there, and then they also give the shooter there the direct lane right to the front of the net. And when you do stuff like that, you can't expect much out of your goalie in that situation.
And it just seems like Southwest has been playing more and more on its back foot tonight than it was a week ago, and they've had some trouble getting off that back foot at times. Team North scoring 5 against 4. It's a 2-1 game with 40 seconds to play. Now they got to think about getting Albertini off if they possibly can.
Looks like she's might be getting ready here to go.
30 seconds left. Team North just trying to play keep away from Dobson, among others. Turner from the neutral zone. Up to Reagan Sullivan. Sullivan met by the stick of Bumbayko.
Yep,
Henry in the corner. 20 seconds left. Albertini comes off, but will it be too late? Team North able to clear it. This will not be icing, I don't think. Yes, it will be. I stand corrected. Finneran collects that puck with 11.4 ticks to talk. So Elvis is still singing, and no one should be leaving the building.
No, not quite. If I'm honestly here, if I'm Southwest, I would take my time out here, try to draw up a play for this face-off, but it doesn't look like they're going to.
To the point for Finneran. Finneran off a stick. Oh, that almost snuck through Burgunier. Southwest that close. 3 seconds left. Poke check by Dahlia Cooper, and it's over.
Just by her stick in front. Couldn't get a piece of that puck. That close to tying this game up.
Team North came in 1 of 11 on the power play as a team. Make that 2 of 13, and that 2 looms pretty large. Adeline Henry's late power play marker, her second goal of the game, wins it for Team North over Team Southwest by a final score of 2-1 as Albertini's senior night is spoiled by her counterpart, Sarah Burgunier. Burgunier finishing with 19 saves. Albertini still remarkable in defeat with 26. And this was just a defensive masterclass by Team North, shutting down one of the top teams in the league.
Yeah, I mean, especially after what we saw last week with Team Southwest, I honestly wasn't expecting that. I was expecting Team Southwest, especially after getting the early goal, to just get that early goal and kind of just keep the pressure on and keep piling them on. But they did not do that, and Team North just did a great job of locking down in their defensive zone, tying up sticks in front, not giving up rebounds. And it's like we said earlier in the thing, it's the little things like that that allow you to win these types of hockey games.
So a bit of an eyebrow raiser in our first game, keeping the eventual regular season final standings in a little bit of doubt at least. Game 2 between Northwest and East is next. He's Aaron Orkovickas. I'm Matt Popchock. Stay tuned for more PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by Play It Again Sports in Greensburg. Finneran starts out from her own corner, draws a double team. It's worked up right wing side to Olivia Dobson. Centering pass right to the goal. Score! Crisscross applesauce to Claire O'Connor. And the USC rookie gets... Claire O'Connor's first career PIHL girls goal has Southwest ahead 1-0. It nearly became 2-0 were it not for Burgunier. Bobeko over the line. Bobeko dropping for Reve. Reve on goal, and that's held by Albertini. A chance for Team North shorthanded. Finnegan keeps it for the moment. Finneran had a goal last week in that wild shootout victory, and a chance the other way for Cooper. Cooper to the cage. Save Albertini! And the rebound is steered aside.
It's a good save by Albertini there. Keeping
this game. Team Southwest averaging 4.5 goals a game coming into Monday, as this point-blank save is made by Albertini, and she doesn't know where the rebound is. Finner into the corner. Turned over to Henry. Henry on her backhand. Albertini, that save, and she has the rebound. Up top to Seuss. Seuss unable to hit the target. Cooper to Beatty. The save, rebound, score! Adeline Henry puts it home, and the Harbor Creek Husky makes it a 1-1 hockey game. And was camped out in front, but couldn't control the deflection. Now it's Katina all alone. I'll take that. Thank you very much, says the senior. Beatty from the left circle. Beatty dropping it for Henry. Henry on goal. Albertini making herself big. Has to take it away from Beatty, and does. Maggie Turner. Near side for Finneran. Finneran snapshot kicked out of there by Burgunier right to Frizzy. Frizzy on goal. Burgunier the glove save. Midway through the penny power play. Ignored by this USA hockey crew. I think even the coach caught that one that time.
Southwest just took a penalty here. They drew it.
Yuchi trying to play it off the bounce. Out in front it comes. Backhand try right on Albertini. Desai had her stick tied up pretty well in front, but still was able to. These teams now a combined 3 for 3 on the penalty kill, and a chance possibly for Diamond. Albertini. West Finneran's going to sit here. Burgunier off. Extra skater coming on. Albertini the save. The extra skater Desai won't get to participate. Wide of Albertini. From the corner, it comes to Adeline Henry. Henry with a fake. Henry, score! You want to get nuts? Come on! Let's get nuts.
Try to draw up a play for this face-off, but it doesn't look like they're going to.
To the point for Finneran. Finneran off a stick. Oh, that almost snuck through Burgunier. Game wins it for Team North over Team Southwest by a final score of 2-1, as Albertini's senior night is spoiled by